factory of horrors. It is known that from 1941 to 1944, up to 30,000 people were entombed here at one time, and 30,000 were present when the Allies reached Dachau. They came from Germany, Poland, Czechoslovakia, France, and Holland. Incoming prison trains arrived, carrying more dead than living. Those strong enough to travel were brought to Dachau from outlying points which were threatened by the Allied advance. This is how they looked when they arrived.
Those people are actually still alive. I'm gonna stop that because I just realized that's gonna get me demonetized on YouTube if I play that whole thing. Those guys are not dead. They were alive, most of them, barely. But when if you want to watch the entire thing with the music, I'll put it up over at chuckholton.com and you can go watch that from Dachau. But I think that we should take time to remember the Holocaust. And when it comes to referring to people as Nazis that we don't like, I think we should just stop. Just stop doing that. Okay. So, let's get to our questions. The first question is, why are you so dehydrated? My friends, is it medicine or illness? The signs are obvious. Well, I might be a little dehydrated because I ruck marched 5 miles a little bit ago, and I'm still replenishing my fluids. Next, is it true that different IRGC factions are fighting with each other and we could take advantage of that? I have not seen any reporting that there are IRGC factions fighting against each other, but there are Iranians fighting against the IRGC in some limited cases. Next, Rafael Grossi, 14 April, Iran's nuclear program cannot be halted by military action. Well, I mean, I've talked about this a lot. We can't blow up the places where they are enriching uranium because they're too deep underground. We can blow up the just the entrances to that, but we can't blow up the whole thing. And just so they still have some capability underground, and to get rid of it completely would require going underground somehow and destroying them in person, and that's not really a thing. That's not really going to happen. Now, I do have a video from CNN that shows that they are digging out the places that we have already bombed. Take a look at that.
Ron, and you can see that there's earth-moving equipment there digging, and they are digging for missile launchers trapped underground amid the ceasefires. Our understanding from these images, front-end loaders can be seen scooping up the rubble from blocked tunnels. Now, keep in mind the context here, right? Yes, you're technically in the middle of a ceasefire, and it's significant that they're digging out the launchers, but also that.
So they're preparing to get launchers out so they can launch more rockets. And they were planning for these entrances to get blown up. That's why they have giant earth-moving equipment there to dig them back out again. We need to continue to strike those and strike that earth-moving equipment so that they can't get in it. Now, there is, it bears mentioning that the nuclear program relies on centrifuges, which are buried deep underground. We probably can't blow up those centrifuges. However, we might not need to, because those centrifuges are extremely fragile, and any power spike or drop of power getting cut for even a short amount of time will cause them to self-destruct. And it's likely that many of their centrifuges have already been destroyed because of that. So we didn't have to bomb them completely. Okay. All right, next. It always goes back to what would happen if Hezbollah surrendered their weapons, and then what would happen if Israel surrendered their weapons. Exactly. Good point. Next. Off topic, but Preston Stewart was saying that the 35,000 Russian casualties last month alone in Ukraine. That is true. Ukraine is ramping up their drone capabilities, and most Russian soldiers are getting whacked before they even get within sight of Ukrainian lines, like 10, 15, 20, 40, 50 miles behind the enemy lines. They're getting blown up by drones. Next. Don't be ignorant about Israel. They are the only nation I know of that helps the people they are at war with. Who else sends water, food, electricity, and medical aid during a war? Well, the United States just did in Iran. There was a ship that we allowed through the blockade yesterday because it was delivering wheat, humanitarian aid to Iran and returning empty. So we said, okay, that's fine, go ahead. So the U.S. is taking a page from Israel there, but that's a solid point there. Next. So the IRGC isn't allowing the president of Iran to be involved in negotiations. Well, no, he's not been involved in negotiations, but even if he was, they won't abide by any decision he makes. So his position is really like, why he's said this himself. There have been some leaked phone calls where it's like, why am I even here? Am I a potted plant? You know, nobody listens to me. Next. The VID Energy oil refinery is on fire in Australia right now, one of 2 oil refineries in the country. Wow. I wasn't aware of that, Abby. I'll have to go look at that. Tirzok. I know Chuck says sign up on the website, but what's the best single site? I'm on fixed budget. Do I get YouTube membership, or it's better to get a membership at chuckholden.com because you get a lot more for it. The membership at YouTube is cheaper, but you get early access to some things, and that's about it. Next. Do you think that if and when Democrats get back in office, all this work will get erased and it will be for naught, N-A-U-G-H-T?
Kanye West, Ye, as he's now known, was set to be appearing at the Wireless Festival in the UK. Now he has been banned from entering the country.
A number of corporate sponsors, including the soft drink giant Pepsi, have withdrawn from the event. The rapper has released a song in praise of Adolf Hitler and sold swastika t-shirts.
Even that's not accurate. I suppose Heil Hitler is in praise of, because the word Heil is like celebrate, but he also says the N-word in it. I mean, it's not like Adolf Hitler would have gone, I like this song. Like, Hitler wouldn't have liked it, I don't think he'd have liked Kanye West at all. The point of creativity is to take you into new territories, or to celebrate beauty, or to bring you closer to God, or be godlike. Me personally, I don't reckon I would produce a song called Heil Hitler. It wouldn't be any good anyway. I don't have the incredible skill set that he has. But some people think that Kanye West is a once-in-a-generation artist, and he's got catalog to back that up, I'd say. I also know that the intention of the culture is to strip away free speech and strip away creativity. They want banality. Banality is part of what they want. And I somehow feel that that's a bigger threat than hateful rhetoric, although hateful rhetoric is obviously by definition not good.
My only goal is to come to London and present a show of change, bringing unity, peace and love. I know words aren't enough. I'll have to show change through my actions. If you're open, I'm here.
Good statement. A proper response to that would be, yeah, okay, let's have it then. I think so. Don't you? Let me know in the comments and chat. I don't think we're going to improve the situation by ossifying our positions and settling down into camps of condemnation. It's really easy to condemn other people. It's not so easy to change yourself. It's exhausting. I've been working on it quite a lot in my own life.
We have had that news just in the past few seconds.
The news nowadays, like, you used to have to wait for someone on horseback to bring you like some parchment saying that, like, I don't know, a princess has been kidnapped or a moat has been transgressed. Now it's 1 second ago, it's been banned. No, he's not anti-Semite. No, oh, wait, hold on a second. Wait, no, we've just learned this. Wait, what about the banking? Oh, no, gee, oh, Adolf Hitler. Wait, like, no one can do news anymore. It's all too new.
It's a statement from the Festival Republic, where the organisers of Wireless, they're saying the Home Office has withdrawn Ye's, Kanye West's ETA, that's the travel authorization, basically the visa, denying him entry into the United Kingdom. As a result, Wireless Festival is cancelled.
But there is no cancel culture, though. It's interesting because who meets the standard? Who meets the standard? Who thinks they're good enough to do anything anywhere now. Who, like, I should be able to do, like, everyone's so broken and flawed. Keir Starmer, Kanye West should never have been invited to headline wildness. This government stands firmly with the Jewish community. I'd love to see the comments underneath any Keir Starmer post. They're always the same. Like, no one likes this guy. He is loathed, he is detested to a degree that I don't know that I've ever seen. Tommy Robinson has said, weren't you with a terrorist last week? The president of Syria, Ahmad al-Sharaa, formerly of Al-Qaeda. There he is, that lad, Mohammed al-Jalwani. He's like a... Oh, has he got... Nah, that's not him holding up human heads. Nah, he's holding up human heads. He's holding up. That's not the same guy. I'm not having that. I'm not having it. He's holding up human heads because that's like, I mean, that's worse than. Do you know what? I'm concerned about the number of Jews in the banking industry and in Hollywood. Oh, wait, steady on, mate. Look, because I know lots of Jewish people like that are creative and brilliant and beautiful, and I don't think it's right ever to judge anyone on the basis of their race or religion. And Judaism is both. All right, so let's have a conversation. Someone's like. God, the human heads. Keir Starmer shaking the hands that held up the heads. No, that's hypocritical. You can't argue with that.
For myself, I wouldn't buy a ticket.
People are so funny, aren't they, in public? I wouldn't buy a ticket.
The sort of rabbit hole of anti-Semitism, stroke Nazism that he's gone down is vile. But I think if we start banning people from entering the country...
No, honest, sir, fair enough, that's all right. He's just condemning him before saying don't ban. Cool. He's all right. Be Prime Minister.
Because we don't like what they say, I worry where that ends up. If Keir Starmer was to ban people coming into Britain with whose views he doesn't like, almost nobody be allowed in.
Although that would be better for your migration policy.
So I think it's a dangerous path to go down. I suspect, Ross, the answer to this is the free market will sort this out.
Good old free market. We can rely on you. What about Kanye?
Everybody will likely be removed from the security zone.
Oh dear. Oh, it's the world's funny. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. There you go. So, yeah, I in a way agree with Nigel Farage. Not about the free market sorting it out. What I think here's something that's probably only I would say. There's an attempt to banalise creativity and to banish the kind of mercurial component that also frequently accompanies creative people and their endeavours and their brilliance. Keir Starmer wants to dim out the sun, but he also wants to dim out creativity itself. In fact, I would say the problem with the UK and the bureaucracies of Europe more broadly is a dehumanising dampening of spirit. That's not to say that Kanye West was insensitive maybe to make that song N-word I mean, it's pretty out there. But what do you want from an artist? What do you want from the Sex Pistols or the Rolling Stones once upon a time, or NWA once upon a time, or Andy Warhol or Basquiat, or any one of a number of peripheral edgeland figures? There's meant to be a kind of challenge of it, I suppose. I don't think the defining culture in our time is people are saying too many mean stuff in a creatively provocative way. I think the problem is banalisation, dehumanisation, and hatred is part of dehumanisation. So, you know, gosh, man, I certainly don't agree with shutting down artists for saying stuff that's a bit crazy, particularly as he's apologising anyway. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments and the chat. Okay, we're going to have a quick commercial now, but we'll be back a few seconds afterwards. Thank you. You know why people are moving to crypto? Because the world's going crazy and everything's collapsing. But here's the problem. Most wallets still plug into the same system we're trying to escape from in the first place. That's why Rumble built Rumble Wallet. Yeah. It's a self-custodial wallet that lives inside an ecosystem that actually defends free speech and financial freedom. No bank holding your balance, not even Rumble can touch your funds. They build it, then they sort of swallow the key themselves, and then when it comes out of their digibut, there's a sort of digi-store, they just flush that away, never to control it again. This is your money, on your keys, on your terms. Let me tell this in my own way, in my own time, in my own clothes. If you're already using bitcoins or stable coins, Rumble Wallet gives you even more power. Direct fast tipping and support for creators right on Rumble without waiting weeks for payouts or dealing with random account holds.
Let's come flying through your mouth.
On-chain
You're reading my mind now.
Bitcoin,
I do, Cheryl. I just sit here and I
value globally without asking anyone for permission. It's the only wallet
Thank you for
I
agreeing.
use. Or maybe that Pulp Fiction one that says,
folks, I do appreciate all of you.
or this. They're the only
Please do me a
ones I
favor,
would
go over to
use.
chuckle.com.
So if you're
Today
serious
is a
about
slow
sovereignty,
news
financial
day,
digital, this is
but
where you level
if
up.
there is ever any breaking news,
Go
I will come on as soon as possible.
Or search Rumble Wallet in your
You know
app
about
store,
it.
download
So you're
it,
going to want to
back
be
up your
subscribed to
recovery
the channel.
phrase, and move your
You're gonna
money
hit
where it
that
belongs, in your
notification
hands.
bell so you
Rumble
can get
Wallet is a
notified when we're about
technology
to go
provider
live.
only and not a custodial service.
Go over to chuckle.com. We have a lot of extra content over there.
Thanks for watching
Already
the
put up
video.
the
Have a look at this one over
interview
here.
with
Or
the
join us Monday,
Iranian
Wednesday,
woman
and
who
Friday
escaped
on
after
Rumble.
9 months in prison, the worst prison in Iran. She was tortured, and her husband was murdered, and her friend was murdered. I mean, it's just it was a very difficult time, and I had a really wonderful interview with her on the border with Iran.
Jockey, I know.
And so, take a listen to that if you get a chance.
Stealing my credit, stealing my
Thank you
song.
for watching the Hot Zone, folks. I appreciate all of you. We will see you again next time.
Peggy's going to Memphis. Words and music by Chris Catter. You know, you told me if I kept my mouth shut, if I was a good boy, that you'd take care of me. I guess you figure I'm just some dumb roadie that you can rip off. Nobody's gonna care.
Okay, Stork, my man, let's just relax. I was gonna talk to you about this. I wanna offer you $5 grand.
$5 grand for a hit song.
Look, dude, you got talent. You co-wrote a great song, but you don't understand how the business
I
works.
didn't co-write anything. I wrote that song, every note, every line. I let you take half credit because you said it would jumpstart my career.
All right. Shh, just voice down.
Smith, you don't want anybody to see us?
Here.
Yeah, hey, you know what? I don't blame you. Rock and roll legend hasn't written a half-decent song in 10 years. Well, I got some bad news for you, rock star. I can prove I wrote that song. I made copies of the sheet music, sent it to myself, registered mail. That's nothing. You want to bet your career on that? I'm calling a copyright lawyer. I'm taking my song back.
All right, you win. I'll give you
Mr.
half
Jackson,
the credit.
listen, my name's...
What are you doing?
I was just calling for a taxi. They're gonna pick me up out front in about 10 minutes.
Mr. Monk, that wasn't a phone booth.
No, that wasn't. Allie, it was kind of horrible. Plastic outhouse. Oh my God. What was I talking into? My God. Where did I put that quarter? For the love of God, Allie, where did I put that quarter?
Oh my God. Excuse me, hi. I heard some cops talking back there. They said you're some kind of detective.
That's true, I am some kind of detective.
Hi, Kendra Frank. I'm a roadie for Chicago. I was a friend of Stork's here. I was one of his friends. I was a sponsor at Narcotics Anonymous. And Stork is the roadie. The roadie they just found. Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
Stork.
His real name is Greg Murray. Look, they're trying to say that he OD'd, okay? That's impossible. He's been clean for 17 months. I know. I talk to him about it every day. Kendra, we were there. We saw a needle in his arm. No, that's how I know there's something wrong. Stork was completely phobic about needles. He was the only roadie I ever met that didn't even have one tattoo. I mean, he missed a whole South American tour last year because he wouldn't get vaccinated. Maybe he got over it. You don't just get over a phobia like that overnight, do you?
No.
Please. They gave me his stuff, so, his tour jacket. One of those, they gave it out the door.
You say he was afraid of needles.
Yeah, that's right.
Acupuncture appointment at 7:30 this morning.
What?
The medical examiner should be here soon. If you could just step back.
No. It's okay. I'm a police officer. There's no mud.
Excuse me?
On his boots. There's no mud. There was mud all around the outhouse.
But they carried him out.
Okay, but who carried him in?
What's your name?
No other track marks. Are these his?
Yeah. Is it Michael?
This
Are you homeless right now?
rubber strap is around his arm.
That's right. I took it off myself.
Work with drug addicts a lot.
Goes with the territory.
Heavily. They wrap it around.
What are you doing? What is your name, sir? Alright, I'm sorry. Why did you assault that person?
He threatened me. He stole my stuff earlier today.
How do you know who he is?
Because he was walking by me earlier when I had my stuff on the ground.
I wasn't walking by anyone.
Earlier today?
You're gonna be fucking stupid. There's 2 cops outside and you're in there causing a fucking fight. You think we feel like dealing with this right now?
You have ID and any of that shit you just pulled out of your pocket?
No, everything I had was stolen.
You said you did it when he was walking by me earlier today.
Yeah, so he just walked by you and said, hey, I stole your stuff. Huh? That's what I was saying. He was sitting. What are you talking about? I apologize. What's your name?
What's your name? Mike?
Yeah. Is it Michael?
Yes.
Are you homeless right now? Where do you live at?
It was actually,
Alright.
yes, I'm homeless. Sorry, I just got out of VACI. You smell like you sound like you're drunk.
Five, we're gonna arrest you. Hey, bud. You okay, bud? Alright.
His girlfriend's a nurse. She's coming over.
No, just don't have the girlfriend come here, please. We don't, no more stuff.
Truck.
Let's have a seat right here. Where do you work? Just put some pressure. Do you know that guy? Grab some work. You've ever seen that guy ever?
Here. Oh, you're fine, you're fine. Some random dude.
Just backing up a little bit. We're gonna arrest him. You want to pursue charges on the person that hit you?
Hell yeah.
Hey, Sergeant. So at for gas station across from AAA, got one in custody for domestic disorderly, domestic vandalism, probably just disorderly. And then as we're investigating that, this other guy who's in the store not going to do this decides to start punching a guy. So we have him in custody for it's at least going to be disorderly. I'm assuming probably assault too. So yeah, exactly.
Song Chris Kevin. Just sing it.
Peggy's gone to Memphis.
Ketter didn't write that song. Stork wrote it about his daughter. Peggy is short for Margaret. Peggy's gone to Memphis.
Oh my God, he just took that envelope.
Prove anything without that envelope.
He's gonna burn it. Go, 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 go.
Singer? He's the guy. No, that's not possible. I've known Chris Kenner for years. Oh. Here's what happened. The roadie store wrote a song. What? The roadie store wrote a song. Chris Kenner stole it. Stork must have confronted Kenner. Chris killed him. What? He tried to make it look like But then he had to make it look like Stork was back on drugs and over his fear of needles. So he disguised himself and he went to the acupuncturist.
Oh, and he made sure he mentioned he was looking for heroin.
Right. Then he put the map in Stork's pocket to lead us to the acupuncturist. And he then closed the door and he locked it from the outside.
Doesn't matter. Theo's not gonna buy it. We don't have any. We don't have any real physical evidence.
Well, what about the sheet music? Now we burned it on stage.
All we got is this guitar string, and that's not enough, as you know.
Beach ball! The beach ball! Excuse me! When he was pretending to be Stork, and he was still in disguise, Ketter blew up that blue beach ball!
There'll be a million fingerprints on that ball, Monk.
The proof is not on the beach ball. It's in the beach ball.
Oh, the asthma! In the beach ball.
Chris Ketter has asthma. He uses an inhaler, a very distinctive inhaler.
And it's been flavored. It's one of a kind.
We could get that blue beach ball to the lab intact.
Talking about the air inside the ball.
Yes.
There was a witness. Somebody who witnessed him blowing it up.
Yes.
And he was impersonating the victim. Is that enough?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good job, son. Give me the ball.
No, don't. Don't you do it. He's a cop. You don't trust cops. Do you?
What's the deal?
I trust this one. Don't do it! Bump.
Did you want to go back there? Is that why you did that?
Mr. Monk, Miss Tinger, I got your message about your staying another night.
Yeah, is it okay?
Sure, no problem. Stay as long as you want. It's nice to have the company. The truth is, it's been pretty quiet.
Suspect involved in the domestic situation was charged with his first offense of
Natalie.
domestic violence by damaging or obstructing a telephone. His first offense of
Crack.
domestic
Did you see
violence
that?
with vandalism. His first offense of domestic
Are you
violence
nodding?
with disorderly
Yeah, I am.
vandalism, resisting arrest, and obstructing. He took a plea no contest to domestic violence with vandalism, and vandalism while all other charges were dismissed. He was ordered to participate in domestic abuse counseling and to pay restitution for the victim's phone. The suspect
Scare them away.
I don't think so.
was charged with simple assault and or battery and disorderly conduct. He took a plea deal, pleading no contest to simple assault and or battery, while the disorderly conduct charge was dismissed. He was sentenced to 45 days
You mentioned you were a detective. I took the liberty of calling San Francisco, spoke to Leland Stottlemyre, he spoke very highly of you. I wonder if you could help us out.
That sounds crazy. I watched someone throw punches right in front of me while
I
I was
don't
in
know.
simple
poor thing.
no hesitation and no second thought. That's exactly what we saw here, because while officers are already dealing with one aggressive situation outside, this guy walks straight past them, sees the uniforms, sees the patrol cars, and still decides to swing.
Coyotes, probably.
She's
been 5 days, maybe 6 in the sun.
Reality shows up. It always shows up. Because we've got one guy outside fighting control, trying to resist and prove something that doesn't matter, while another guy inside creates a problem that didn't exist minutes earlier. The cops see this pattern a lot. People not planning for the consequences. This reaction in the
Fell
moment.
face
Even the
first.
father showing up, ready to escalate. And I understand his anger, but that's how fast this spreads. One decision turns into 5, and then that can turn into charges. The truth is, some people don't lose control all at once. They give it away piece by piece until the only place that...
Get over $2,500 in savings when you install new high-efficiency propane equipment with Dead River Company. Plus,
No scratches. She just put her hands out when she fell. These clothes appear to be
What's this?
and those leaves are too short.
Angry patient murders 2 doctors over 18 points. you know, if you hit anyone, I know that there's some victims, but very seriously,
Treads on these
March
boots.
16th, 2022,
down at
Tyler,
all.
Texas. What should have been just another appointment at a dental clinic in East Texas ended in a double homicide inside a waiting room full of patients and medical staff. What follows is not simply the story of an argument that spiraled out of control in seconds, but the moment when a prolonged dispute, a sense of personal grievance, and a deliberate reaction all converge into one of the most violent incidents the community had ever faced. I'm Tyler, and this is your daily dose of crime.
Dressed her after she was dead. After she was murdered. Thank you again for calling me. Of course, we called you Kyle. You're her brother. Is there anybody else we should notify? No, it was just me and Marge. She kept all this junk. It's like a pawn shop. When was the last time you were here? 6.5 years ago, my father's funeral. It's no secret, Marge and I, we weren't close.
Everything's fine, you're gonna be okay.
You never spoke. Christmas, birthdays, families, you know, it's complicated.
Excuse me, your plants are dying. Do you mind?
Sure, thank you. Marge loved these plants. She's crazy about people, but she loved her foliage. Last I heard, you opened a shop in San Diego. Yeah, it was fun. Well, lasted. I filed Chapter 11 a year ago. My mom went under. Do you need a deputy?
What is it?
Double-sided tape. There's a rock here.
Man, that's hot.
It's my shirt.
Can you hear me?
I think she was killed here in this room. And then redressed. I really think someone murdered my sister.
Is your doctor okay?
They found the body here against this rock.
The man at the center of the case.
Coyote tracks heading west. They're gone now. Can they drag a body that far? Oh, sure. I've seen them drag a deer carcass 7 miles.
His relationship with staff had gradually gone downhill due to ongoing disagreements about the dental treatment he was receiving. According to employees who later spoke
You and Joe buddies.
those visits
What the hell did you say to them anyway? Nothing. I was just minding my own business, just being myself. Suddenly everybody wants to know the frequency.
For the love of God, Mr. Buck, show me your belly button!
Never!
Get down! Get down!
Sandy,
Hold your floor!
For the staff at the clinic, still already become a recurring
Stay down.
for the events of that afternoon.
Oh no! Oh, you're bleeding! Oh no!
Wait, listen. Piggy's leaving.
Your name? Okay, give me 1 second, okay? There's always worse to talk about. Hey, y'all are doing just fine. Stay on top of me. Yes, ma'am. Okay, you're getting them over there. They are and that's the what is it? Are y'all steady? Okay, you're just fine, okay? Please come along really fast. Okay, I need you to stay on the phone with me, okay? Let it go, okay?
What are you talking to? It's evidence. Let's take it with us.
You are doing just fine.
Doctor, he's away.
You are doing just fine. I can't believe it. God, I
What did he say? Floss.
He needs his teeth. Mr. Monk, you flossed your teeth last night in the hospital for about 3 hours. Then you took a 4-hour shower. I don't think there's any hot water left from the mistake.
Let's try this again. Adrian, When they found you were carrying this bag, you wouldn't let go of it. I think it's important. I'm looking at batteries, engine lubricant, eyeglass wipes. I know what happened. You mean about the UFO or about Marge's murder? Both. It's all connected. The eyeglass wipes, they're Kyle Larkin's. He killed his sister. For the money, of course. He put her in a hiking outfit and dumped her body in the desert. It would look like an accident. Like she was out hiking, lost her footing and fell. As soon as anybody found the body, he'd be rich. Went home and waited for the call that his sister's body had been discovered. But something was wrong. The call never came. He realized the coyotes must have dragged her away. Without the body, he couldn't prove she was dead. He had to find it. But how? You said Kyle owned a store. I can make out some of the lettering on the door of his van that said models and hobbies. That's right, he sold kits for model trains and airplanes. And airplanes.
Stay on the line with me. I'm going to get EMS on there with you so we can get some life-saving procedures.
It's somebody else to find that body. Anybody else. So he built a UFO. It was just a remote control model. Then he made it look like a landing site. He knew somebody would see it, and the news would spread. To the internet, people would come. They believe anything.
So basically, he was putting together a search party.
He just needed people out there looking around in the desert, and he knew someone would eventually find his sister.
It's been an honor to watch you guys work.
I'm sorry. Just where can we shoot them? Still there or is it? No, left in the black truck, okay. Okay. Listen to me. I need you to... Is there any serious bleeding? Is it starting to pour now? Okay, well, we need to get him some help. So I need to go to him and apply pressure on the wound.
I think there is a very deliberate attempt to destabilize and confuse the entire populace. And the first way to destabilize anybody is take away the one thing that we stood for throughout time, is like the united we stand. So we divide first and then we confuse.
Now for the enhanced visual episode of Target Intelligence, PSYOP, an ironclad original, hosted by Sean Ryan, presented by SBIR Advisors. Ironclad, the most trusted name in high-stakes storytelling.
Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Jesse, and I'm one of the people here at Ironclad that got to help make Target Intelligence PSYOP, hosted by Sean Ryan. The 8-episode series is a deep dive into the world of psychological operations. You can binge listen to the whole series now, wherever you get your podcast, or right here on the YouTube channel. But now that we've wrapped the 8 episodes, we wanted to give you 2 bonus episodes, where we take you behind the scenes of the show, and allow...
Looks like one gunshot to the left abdomen, one patient, he's breathing. That's his left abdomen. Labored breathing, he's barely breathing. Looks like his arm's broken. He's got a broken arm. Yes, Smith County Sheriff's Office. Shoulder, upper arm. The upper arm. Okay. Hey, come on, bud. Can you hear me? No, it doesn't look like he's breathing. Hang on, I'm gonna take a pulse real quick. A little bit. I'm trying right now. Get carotid. I'm checking. Very light. That's a very light pulse. Carotid pulse is very light. He's laying on his side right now. He's breathing. Yes, he's breathing. On 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. Alright, you keep pressure, I'll push. Yeah, we got one keeping pressure, and I'm counting off. Counting off one. Here's calls, anybody's. Yeah, he's on his side. He's kind of trying to move around, so he's good. Correct. Yeah, hey. Yeah, we got him now. Just so, as far as I've checked, we haven't even cleared the rest of it. See that black bag right behind you on the very top? This one? Yeah.
Perfect. Well, when you get a chance, if you...
And a name if you can. Okay. Yeah, okay, sitting right there.
Flush. Let's get a bag of fluid. 1405, thank you. I'm going to grab a bag of fluid.
What do you need me to grab?
Will you swap him CPR?
Yep.
We need to swap that out.
Yep.
And,
How about him right behind you? Go ahead, I got it.
You ready for it?
Yes.
Alright, I'm pushing it at 1308. Push, I'm going to get your TXA just in case.
Good. Once they get a surgery, just get some short nurse information contact. Hyperventilate them just a little bit for me. Do like 24 to 25. Grab sheets. Harry. Here's the blanket. Good. Main. You all have an officer to spare? I'm gonna need some hands.
Yeah.
Go with them to the hospital. Yeah.
The two men that emergency responders are attempting to save are Dr. Jack E. Burrows Jr., age 75, and Dr. Blake G. Sinclair, age 59, both of whom are dentists at the clinic. Each had spent decades serving patients in the area. In shootings that occur inside of confined spaces, the severity of injuries can escalate extremely quickly. Even with an immediate response from first responders and medical teams, survival often depends on which organs or arteries were damaged in the first moments of the attack.
He's clearing them out.
We got a bunch of polish for the break.
Somebody shot two doctors? I only shot two people. I don't know who they are.
Yeah. I don't even know how many. I just know multiple.
He's a disabled veteran. His license plates show that, but I don't know what branch of service. Hey, Sergeant Lindsay said go ahead and stand down. That Tyler PD already has other information that there could be two children inside the house, two people. So he just said stand down. I don't think there's anybody in that house next door to him. I think they're maybe remodeling it, or maybe they're at work. What about the house directly across the street? Is anybody making sure that this... I I was going to say something to them, but I thought if he saw them quitting and leaving right away, that he might freak out. So I waited until we got more people here. No, detectives pull into the driveway and then get out and go inside the house. Sort of said somebody got information, I think it was y'all's agency, that there may be 2 other people inside the house, maybe children. I'm only assuming he's a veteran because his license plate say DV, disabled veteran.
So you know saw him go into the house? Yeah, I was right behind him. Alright, he's coming out with the hands up. Hold on, give this man some more camera out. Hey, no, pulling this way. Hey, pull this door out of his house. Hey, come down! Keep coming backwards! Keep coming backwards! Keep your hands up! Just keep walking backwards! Hey, we're gonna pull him on this side. We're pulling to you. Pull him. Come back! Push back! What you got? Doherty, back up! Keep coming back! Keep coming back! Keep coming back! We're gonna bring him to us. Come on! Come on! Stop! L310-4. Alright, everybody drop it in. Suspect in custody. Anybody else in the house? Anybody else in the house? We gotta clean the house. Right here, we gotta get ready. Get on this side. We're gonna approach on this side. Hey, come on backwards. Alright. Put him in line. Yeah. Come on, go over this way. Look over this side of the truck right here, buddy. Your name's Steven, right? Yes. Steve, I'm gonna treat you right, alright? You're gonna treat you bad or anything. Hey, have a seat up in there for me. You hot? You're good, you're good, you're good. Take your time, take your time. You hot? I'm sweating a little bit. Hey, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the air on the door so it'll cool off in here. There's a vent up here. I'm gonna open the vent up so then it'll start cooling off, okay? I'm gonna roll this window down. They've already their keys. Hey, I'm gonna leave them right there for right now. I'm gonna shut this door so you can cool off a little bit, all right? Hey, Stephen, while you're cooling off, buddy, I'm gonna read you something, okay? This is your Miranda warning, all right? You have the right to remain silent and not to make any statement at all, and that any statement you make may be used against you at your trial. Do you understand that? Okay. Any statement you make may be used as evidence against you in court. Do you understand that? You have the right to have a lawyer present to advise you prior to and during any questioning. You understand that? Okay. If you're unable to employ a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed to advise you prior to and during any questioning, and you have the right to terminate the interview at any time. You understand these rights already? Okay. I'd like to ask you something right for me, sir. Okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm not gonna ask you any questions. I'm just gonna let you sit here for a little bit and let you cool off, okay? Hey, you need some water? Yes, please see if I can find some water, okay?
After leaving the clinic, Smith had drove directly back to his residence in the southern part of Tyler. The vehicle description provided by witnesses allowed deputies to quickly identify the suspect and locate the home where officers established a perimeter around the property. From a behavioral perspective, returning immediately to a familiar location is common in offenders whose violence is tied to a specific confrontation. In those cases, the goal is often not to begin a prolonged escape, but simply to remove themselves from the environment where the conflict occurred.
Steven, spin around this way. Step up, make steps. All right, hey buddy, I won't wait till somebody else comes in here before I take them off you. 1 second. Yes, sir. Okay. We gotta wait for a few minutes, all right? You want to have a seat in one of these chairs? You're welcome to. You know the bottle of water? Yes. Let me see if I can get one. Kind of parched, man. Army? How long did you serve? 11. 11 years? When'd you go in?
Just before 9/11.
Oh, really? Hey, it's all right. Hey, take a deep breath, man. It's all right. It's all right. I was in the Army. I was in there in Desert Storm.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. It made me grow up. It made me become a man. It made me become responsible. I'm pretty sure you didn't. I didn't wind up going over to Kuwait or Iraq or any of the Desert Storm or anything going on over there. I wound up staying here. Wound up going to Fort Hood, training people to go over there. That's where I wound up. And then when the war quit, my contract was over, so I got out. That's something I wanted to do the rest of my life, so I decided to get out. This is what I wanted to do. This is where I wanted to be, so. What was your MOS?
He just shot 2 dentists. One was 75, one was 59.
92 Alpha. What's that, Alpha?
That's one of the detectives is talking.
Automated logistics. Okay. I was a 54 Bravo 10. The chemical operations. You had NBC NCO. I wasn't NBC NCO. I was in a chemical company, and we had tracked vehicles. I was assigned to a smoke platoon, and we stayed at Fort Hood, and also our actual base was Fort Polk, Louisiana, the 5th ID. And anytime anybody went to the field, we were in the field with them.
Yeah, I went to JRTC.
Did you? That's a nice place, isn't it?
Swampy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pison, and was it the other one, Fullerton? The ranges where they train was called Pison, if I'm not mistaken, and the other was Fullerton. Yeah.
What do you do here?
I'm a dental assistant.
Okay. Can you tell me what happened? Take a deep breath. There's no time limit on this.
I was doing a consult in room 5. I went back to tell Dr. Burroughs that we were ready for him to go in there to do the exam. And when I was coming back, I was going back there to tell him that we were ready and that he needed to go in the room because the guy was getting angry with the patient. So Dr. Burroughs went in there, and I didn't hear the conversation, but he pushed Dr. Burroughs and broke the plant that was in the window, and then the patient walked out front.
So that was Stephen?
Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure that we were talking about the same person.
I guess that's his name,
okay.
Stephen. And then Stephen walked out front, and so I came out the front door to all the way out almost to his truck to take pictures of his license plate. And he got in his truck like he was going to leave, and then he got back out, and he was doing I don't know what he was doing, but he came back in, and by that time Dr. Sinclair, Dr. Burroughs, we were all right there, and Dr. Sinclair was telling him he didn't need to come in, he wasn't coming in. Well, he pushed Dr. Sinclair and knocked over the water fountain, and then he started pushing Dr. Burroughs, and then he got his gun out, and I heard gunshots. And the guy was just trying to go into the back, like to the exam rooms. And so me and ran back there to go through the door, and it was locked, and we couldn't get in. And he was just hovering over us with his gun and saying, "Let me in, let me in." And somehow I got away, and I ran out the front door and ran to the back of the building. And when I came back around, they said he had already gone.
I know this is hard, and I appreciate you talking with me about this. So I just want to repeat a few things back to you so that I can make sure I understand. So you and Stephen were in the exam room?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
and is
yes,
okay.
She was the one seeing the patient.
Okay, and so him and kind of got
he was getting
upset
with me because he wasn't getting his way, so we went and got Dr. Burroughs, and that's when Dr. Burroughs came in there, and he pushed Dr. Burroughs the first time, and then he left. He came out and went to his truck.
Vehicle.
I thought he was coming out to get his gun, but somebody else said that he had his gun the whole time. I don't know.
When investigators begin speaking with witnesses, the emotional impact of the attack is still evident. One of the first people to describe what had happened was a dental assistant who had been working inside the clinic at the time. In traumatic incidents like these, witness accounts serve two purposes: They help to reconstruct the sequence of events, but they also reflect the psychological impact on those who are experiencing the violence firsthand. For many inside of the clinic that day, a workplace that had always been associated with routine medical care was now suddenly transformed into the scene of a shooting.
Well, do you know what he was being seen for today here?
A delivery of his dentures.
Okay. And so do you know why him and were getting...
Because he wanted a reline. He wasn't showing enough on his dentures. And we told him we weren't going to reline him because we've done it several times.
Okay. So he was a regular patient?
Yeah, he's like this every time he comes in, every time. And Dr. Sinclair and Dr. Burrows said that if he was not happy when we delivered his dentures today, we were releasing him as a patient.
Okay.
But I was not ever in the room when they were talking, him and Dr. Burrows.
It's over something.
I went back to my exam room to wait on Dr. Burrows, but that...
So y'all were already fixing, were y'all fixing to call the police?
That would justify it.
Or you don't
I don't know. I know they called several times and nobody answered.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because so many people were calling in at the time. But he came out to his truck.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Where was he parked?
Right here, backed up.
Okay.
It's like he got in his truck.
Yeah, that's what someone else was just saying.
And got in. He never got fully in, but he got in. I guess he was getting his gun. I don't know.
So you don't know. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And then he came back in and he pushed everybody through the front door, and Dr. Sinclair's like, you're not allowed in here, and that's when he pushed Dr. Sinclair, knocked over the water fountain, and we were all just trying to get him to stop, and that's when he got his gun out and started shooting, and he was trying to get to the back to the exam rooms. He said, just let me through the back, let me through the back.
Who, that was Stephen?
Yes.
Okay. You don't know why he was trying to get back?
I don't know if he was trying to get his dentures or what. I don't know. And we locked the door. And so you have to lock it from the other side. And so me and he were trying to, open it to let him in, whatever he was needing. And we were just balled down in front of each other, and he just had his gun over us.
Why did he leave? Do you know?
I don't know. I was able to get away. I just kept saying, don't shoot me, don't shoot me.
Do you know how many times he fired his gun?
Several. I know at least 4.
Do you know if he hit anyone? I know that there's some victims, but
I know he shot like Dr. Sinclair like twice. I don't know about Dr. Burrows.
Did he say anything when he was doing this? Just other than let me in?
He just kept saying, let me in the back, let me in the back, and I don't know why.
How many times do you think he's been here looking for?
Oh, several. I know at least.
So if
6, 7, 8.
If I was going to come get dentures, what is the process? Like, I assume that's where it started.
I think he did surgery. How it works is you do surgery and you get a temporary denture, and then after you get your temporaries, you come back for a full year to do adjustments. And we change out the soft liner. Well, he finally had did his impressions for his. So he's been coming here for at least a year because we were delivering his finals. But we've done relines over relines and rebases. I know you probably don't know what that is, but he's never happy when he comes in.
Okay,
never,
so
never.
He's always got issues.
Yeah, we got notes. We don't have cameras, but we have notes that, he's irate every time he comes in there. Never this crazy, but he's angry every time he comes in. And I was telling, she's a new girl. They were in there with. I told her, I said, he's crazy, like he's irate, and she sees it now, but, and so they told Dr. Sinclair, and Dr. Burrows said that when we delivered his final dentures, if he was not happy, we were releasing him as a patient. So I don't know what happened while they were in there. I don't know, I wasn't in there whenever him and Dr. Burrows was talking.
Okay.
So I don't know why
was
he got
he in there with him?
Yes.
Okay, so they were in there with him. So he finally just left, and...
Well, he pushed Dr. Burrows, and then he came out to his truck, and then that's when all that happened. But I was able to get away, and I ran to the back of the building and came out. It was saying, he's gone, he's gone, he's gone. And so that's when, I came out front. And
he came back in? Okay. And when
I don't know when he left after the shooting. I came out the front door and ran to the back, away from it all. I don't know when or what door he came out of.
Okay. And when he came in, did he have the gun out, or you don't know?
No, he pulled it out whenever he came through the door and he started pushing and shoving. That's when he had his gun out. I mean, he didn't come in there with the gun,
but he pulled it out as he was coming in.
Yeah, he was coming in.
Was he saying anything? Was he yelling anything? You don't know? Okay, it's okay. I know
He just was wanting to go to the back for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know, but I don't know why he just, I mean, he had the guns over us, and I don't know why he just shot the doctors. Like, I don't know why he just didn't just shoot I don't know what was going on. But.
So at some point you looked up and saw there was a gun pointed at you. Okay. So where were y'all?
I was up in a ball, right going, like, when you're in the lobby, there's a door that takes you to the exam room, and me and were trying to go to the back, and it was locked, so we were just kneeled down, and he was just hovered over us.
Was he saying anything, or was he doing
He was just saying, let me in the back.
Okay. And had he already shot the doctors?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and that's why we just knew we were going to get shot.
And then, so you were trying, so at some point you got up?
Yes, when I don't know how I got up. I just got up and ran for dear life.
Okay.
Hey, we got him in custody.
Okay. But he's crazy every time he comes in.
Yeah.
Even his dad.
His dad? Who's his dad?
I want to say, I don't know if it's his dad or his grandpa. The day of his surgery, I just remember they were being angry.
Okay.
I had to go back and look at my notes, but they're not nice people to deal with.
Okay. So they've been a problem from the very beginning?
Yes, for sure.
I know this is a lot. I'm going to give you my card because I know you're going to remember stuff after you calm down, after you've had a minute to realize that it's okay. And I would like for you to give me a call if there's anything that you think that's important to know, for me to know, okay?
Unlike many cases of extreme violence, there were no widely documented criminal records, suggesting that Smith had a history of serious offenses. However, investigators noted a recurring behavioral pattern in witness accounts, a tendency to interpret everyday disagreements as personal confrontations. In professional environments, that perception can escalate rapidly when an individual feels that their judgment or authority has been challenged. Over time, that dynamic can turn ordinary interactions into increasingly intense conflicts.
Okay. I'm Detective Dawes, and this is Detective Herman.
Hello.
Hang on just a second. He's going to get a quick rundown of what happened.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you know this guy?
I don't. He's just been my patient like the last 7 times that he's been here. So.
Okay, what's his name?
Steven Smith.
Okay. What's he look like?
He is a white male. I'd say he's probably 5'10", 5'11" or so. He's kind of heavy set. Today I believe he was wearing khakis and like a gray shirt and like a cardigan over it, I think. He has facial hair.